New election, and I've got a new toy to play with. It allows me to bring you the facts and figures at a touch of my little finger. Let's put it to use right now. This is how you voted the last time around in Scotland's version of the UK general election. 41 seats for Labour on the night, but that was down. Remind yourselves the Liberal Democrats. They were second place in terms of seats and votes. Will they hold on to that? The SNP, they're Scotland's governing party at Holyrood. They got 6 seats in the Westminster election 5 years ago. This time their target is 20. Can they make that? Can they achieve their dream of holding the balance of power at Westminster? The Tories? Just 1 seat north of the border. That was gained at the last election. Now, they're obviously keen to improve upon that, to deflect claims that they'd have no mandate to govern Scotland if they win UK power. Now, that was a picture 5 years ago. A couple of by-elections have changed that picture in the intervening period. Let's look first at Dunfermline. Won by the Liberal Democrats from Labour, Dunfermline West. You'll remember also, I'm sure, Glasgow East, gained by the SNP from Labour. Will these winners keep their spoils, or will these seats revert to their old party loyalties? Now, unlike England, there's no boundary changes north of the border, so these 59 seats are up for grabs. Let's look at some of the main battlegrounds, main targets. Let's look first at the Labour targets. Predominantly, they want to hold on to what they have, but here's a few of the possible targets for them. Top of their list, Dundee East, held narrowly by the SNP. They want to take it back. The Liberal Democrats, they're looking at a range of seats across Scotland where they've got their eyes on victory, but of course, primarily again, holding what they have. But Edinburgh South would be a good target for them. Labour's Edinburgh South, the Tories, challenging there also. As for the SNP, they've set that target of 20 seats. Here's a few of them. Here's a list of a few of them. Perhaps at the top we could place Ochil and South Perthshire, where Labour is defending a narrow lead. And the Tories, they've named all their targets and they're devoting time and money to them. They want to gain these 10 seats in addition to the seat they hold. Right at the top, Perth and North Perthshire, where they hope to gain from the SNP. Now, those are the seats where rivals hope to kick out the incumbents, but there are already 13 Scottish MPs who definitely won't be returning to the new House of Commons. That's because they're leaving. 9 Labour MPs, we see them here, are stepping down. They include former Cabinet Ministers Des Brown and John Reid and Gavin Strang, who was in Tony Blair's first Cabinet. Another 2 Labour MPs, Jim Devine and Anne Moffat, well, they were dropped by the party. Let's turn to the Liberal Democrats. John Barrett of the Lib Dems, he's stepping down in his Edinburgh West seat. Here's one to remember. Alex Salmond of the SNP, of course, is giving up his Banff and Buchan Westminster seat to concentrate on the day job in Holyrood. Now, there are no voluntary departures from the Tories. They've got just that 1 seat. David Mundell wants to stay there if he can.